Dele momodu don talk say if he has the power to sack wike, he will sack him. But unfortunately, he does not have the power. He said that so many things Yeso Wike was saying, has been saying, are all lies. For example, he said that power should move from the north to the south. That's why he had problem with PDP. That is a lie. That nobody agreed with Wike that power will go to the south. After all, he said that PDP has been fair to the south, even more than the north. That Obasanjo was under PDP for 8 years. Jonathan, how many years? That PDP have spent 17 years favoring the south instead of the north. That PDP has been fair to the south. So why will Yeso Wike carry propaganda that Yeso Wike and the Tinubu are of the same person, that they like to boss people around, they like order, they are like dictators, that he wonders how the two of them can cope in the same party, that Yeso Wike cannot come down and work under somebody. That's the kind of person he is. He said so many things about Wike. Let's hear from Dele Momodu himself talk about the things Wike has been shaking head, telling us this one, the other one.
In PDP today, how many people are fighting? Principally one man, in use on Wike, one man, but controlling the mindset of not just PDP members, but external citizens of Nigeria. Oh, I'm fighting for the South. It's a very convenient excuse. Which South? If you were made the running mate to our candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, will you be fighting for the South? When our party primary was thrown open and all of us were allowed to buy forms for the presidential election candidacy, why did you agree to buy? Why didn't you protest? Who were the people who set up the committee, the panel that took the decision that it should be thrown open? It's been controlling, manipulating. You see, there are control freaks that once you don't do what they want, everything must collapse. And that is who Wike is, unfortunately. He's a man that I admire so much in terms of very smart, very intelligent, very hardworking, and very tenacious. If he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. I wish he would continue to channel his energy towards that positivity. You see, what he has embarked on now will also ultimately be his albatross. Because now, the people in APC are watching. They are not going to allow him to come into their own party and do what he's doing in PDP. And I know that he is comfortable doing what he is doing. And ultimately, he will begin to act as a co-president. He's not somebody that you can easily suppress. He's going to act as co-president to Tinubu. If Tinubu remains in power after the court decides, that's when you will see what will happen. You see, because you cannot have two people who have that dictatorial tendencies. If you give them the chance.
You think that the president and Yeso Wike have dictatorial tendencies?
Anybody who knows Tinubu knows that Tinubu controls everything. He's been controlling Lagos for 24 years. He's my big brother. It's not an abuse to say somebody, he is a man who is hands-on. So if you use the word, in quote, dictatorial, you won't be wrong. If anybody has controlled the state for 24 years unchallenged, shuffles who becomes governor, who does not become governor. I mean,
so he's Wike. So he's Wike hands-on.
That's what Wike is doing. Do you think in Rivers State right now that the governor can do anything without Wike? I mean, it's not possible. PDP made Wike who he is. He did not make PDP. Whether he was there from day one or not, at what level?
What exactly was it that he said that was not true?
He said there was an agreement that power would shift to the south. No, there was none. Our party primary was thrown open. And that's why someone like me was able to buy it from.
But what about the position of the governors at the time that power should
The
shift
position
itself?
of the governors is between the governors, even in APC. You understand? People still challenge Tinubu. Tinubu, it was not a free ride for him. People challenged him. The former Senate president came out to run against him. A gentleman's agreement is different from a constitutional. And there was nothing in our constitution that insisted that power must go to the South. That's number one. Number two, and most people don't remember this because some people deliberately try to confuse our people. PDP has been very fair to the South. PDP had President Obasanjo for 8 years. PDP had President Goodluck Jonathan for 5 years. That's 13 years. Out of 24 years, we've had 13 years of PDP presidents from the South. If President Jonathan had won in 2015, that would have made it 17 years. The North did not complain. So how can one man come and say it is law? Let me tell you. The reason he was saying that was that he knew that in the South, there would be nobody to challenge him. So it was very convenient to say, I'm fighting for this. Look, when Alhaji Atiku Abubakar said if power is ceded to the Southeast, if they give it to the Southeast, that it will not run. So why didn't he jump at it? Alhaji Atiku Abubakar was ready to, if the power, those who are fighting South, if you say it is going to the Southeast, he will support them. Why didn't he do that?
But seeing the outcome of the elections now, do you look back and say perhaps Wike could have won this election if he was a candidate of the party?
1 million Wikes could not have. APC was determined to remain in power. APC has been a very useless political party in